Well, hello there, friends and RC family. My name is Alec from High Noon Hobbies, and if you are new to this channel, I very much appreciate you checking it out. I hope you will stick around, watch at least this video, see if this content seems worth your while, and consider subscribing so that then I can say to you, if you aren't new here, welcome back to yet another Friday upload. This time we are taking a look at a very, very solid run from the Ryan from BOC Crawlers, Ryan K. And Ryan runs BOC Crawlers, which is his own custom chassis company. Very, very cool chassis. You definitely got to check him out. I'm actually working with him right now on some stuff, or I'm going to be working with him very soon on some stuff. If I'm not working with him now, time is hard. But anyways, he has an Instagram I'll link down below where he shows off some of the cool stuff that he's doing. He's a crazy engineer, machinist, awesome, really cool dude. But this run is also really, really cool to watch. I learned a lot from watching it. This is back in Cedar City, Three Peaks area for the North vs. South 2022 competition, RC crawling competition, if you want the long name. So we're doing another throwback run here, still easing into hiking, that type of stuff with my knee right now. It's still super snowy out. I don't want to get out on the rocks and whatnot and have a slip and a fall and potentially hurt my knee. So I hope that you guys continue enjoying this throwback content. I've got tons of throwback content, tons of stuff that I covered or that I recorded and then I didn't cover from previous seasons and even from the 2023 season. So we'll start mixing some of that stuff in as well. I also wanted to kind of announce to you guys that we do have 2 new patches out. Not out yet, but 2 new patches coming in the mail right now. I'll throw up some images of the patches, or at least of the patch kind of design, and very excited to work with both of these organizations. We have Operation 11 Charlie. If you guys are new to the RC community, you may not have heard of them, but if you are part of the RC community and have been for some time, you're probably very familiar with Operation 11 Charlie. They work with veterans, and they do amazing work in getting veterans involved in this RC community as a way to kind of, stay in a community or get part of a healthy and happy community and help kind of integrate them and just work with them, make them feel, loved and cared for as we should for veterans, because they are a valued part of our society. Oftentimes they come back and they need a new community. They need someone that they can get out with and enjoy, nature, enjoy something as relaxing and enjoyable as RC crawling. And so the work that Operation 11 Charlie is doing is fantastic, and I'm really, really excited to be linked up with them, and I will be donating 100% of the proceeds to them from this patch right here. And then I'm also working with Thanksgiving Heroes, which is actually a Utah-based company, although they are spanning out across the nation right now. Really cool to get to work with them as well. I know Rob, the founder of Thanksgiving Heroes, fairly well at this point. He's a fantastic guy, and while the name is kind of a misnomer because they're not really just Thanksgiving heroes, they're heroes all year long. What they do is they take donations all year long, and then on Thanksgiving they put together these boxes of food to provide to families that get nominated by the communities that they're in, that are just families that are in need at that moment, that aren't able to provide a great Thanksgiving meal for their family in that moment. So the community gets together, puts together these boxes of food. It feeds a family, I think a family of 5 for like a week basically, or like 5 days. It's incredible. All the Thanksgiving stuff, all the things you would hope to see in a Thanksgiving meal, and then they get to stretch that out. They get to eat it for multiple days so that it takes care of them for a little bit, and they can focus on some of their other bills and other things that they might be struggling with. So I love both of these organizations, and again, 100% of the proceeds of this patch right here, that's going to Thanksgiving Heroes. So anything that you guys want to put out there, anything you guys want to donate, essentially, you get a patch for it, so you get something for your money. It's not just a donation. So it's the best incentive I can come up with to get you guys involved in these organizations, or in these amazing things that are happening in our communities. So I hope that you will buy at least one, if not both of these patches. I've tried to make them pretty cool so that you guys would enjoy them, but they are on their way. They'll be on the website soon, and in the next video, I just wanted to kind of announce it, give you a teaser. I'll link to the website in the description here. They might not be up yet, but they will be very soon, and I'll, of course, announce them when they officially launch on the website and they are up for sale. But like I said, 100% of the proceeds from those go entirely to those organizations. But without further ado, let's just jump into this run. Ooh, excuse me. Let's just jump into this run with Ryan and get right into the crawling. All right, getting lined up on the starting line of this course out at the beautiful Cedar City Three Peaks area. This is just a fantastic area to crawl. Really, really cool rock formations all over the place. And this is actually the site of We Rock as well, or not this particular site that we're looking at right off the gate, but in this general area of Three Peaks Recreation Area, there is the We Rocks course, one of the We Rocks courses, that is. And last year we actually got to see that going on. I got to follow around Fabin 801, Thomas from Fabin 801, as he participated in We Rock, which was super cool. Definitely would recommend checking this area out, seeing if you can make it out to do some crawling, either scale or full size. It is very, very cool. But getting started off immediately in a tough spot, right? We ended up on our lid, but luckily, and a great secondary save there. But Ryan, you know, really, really a master of the craft when it comes to crawling, and he knows his way in and out of bad situations. So in these scenarios here where he is getting upside down, he is using a fantastic combination of throttle control and steering control there to bring it back upright. Obviously, we are in class 3 here, seeing those wiggly bits, seeing the four-wheel steer going on, and you can see this is quite the capable rig already. These are, again, this is Ryan's bread and butter. This is what he does. He tests amazing trucks, and everything that he puts together is always absolutely spectacular. Making it through that tough gate number 1, and you'll notice all 3 of these initial gates here are kind of in an interesting setup where oof, and that was a super unfortunate roll over there. You can see he's dealing with a little bit of maybe a weighting problem. I'm not sure, maybe stiff foams that are causing these rollovers, but it's also just, it's a tough, in general, it's a tough situation that he's dealing with here where all 3 of those initial gates, as I was about to say, are running cross or diagonally to those V-notches, making it very, very difficult for him to get up and through there. You know, obviously, as crawlers, we often see V-notches and we want to just follow straight through on them. But in this scenario, we are forcing these drivers to cross over a V-notch, which is absolutely one of the most difficult scenarios that you can put your truck in. Making a nice grab there on gate number 4. And coming around for the first bonus gate, a nasty little descent. You can see a little bounce there, but he is on the throttle, making it look easy with that nice throttle control, not giving it too much, not giving it too little, kind of matching gravity there as he goes over that drop to ensure that he doesn't slide into that lower cone. Getting that first bonus, canceling out that early gate that he got, giving himself a 0 score, not bad at all, setting himself up well for the rest of the course if he can keep it composed. And we're going to do a little driver reposition here, get into a better scenario. This is a tough course. We're talking about Three Peaks is no joke when it comes to the rock formations, and we're testing both the drivers and their rigs when it comes to their ability to crawl over these rocks. Going straight for the second bonus here, which is a nasty one. The second bonus, and you can see very, very lucky there, making it straight through that gate without tapping it. And he's still on his lid, which is unfortunate, and he might have to take he's taking an upright here, or rollover here, but still really lucky when it comes to making it through that gate clean upside down. And that could have turned nasty really, really quickly, but he didn't tap either of those cones, and he went through, not necessarily under control, but he did go through. And the rules during this 2022 series were a little unclear, so I believe that gate was given to him, although in the 2023 series, I think we did clarify that you have to be under control, and I can't remember if it was 2-3 wheels touching, but there were some certain rules to kind of eliminate scenarios like that, where you end up tapping, or where you end up not tapping a gate, even though, technically speaking, he wasn't under control as he went through there. But you can see very close to tapping that gate of the, or tapping that cone of the gate that he just kind of bounced through as he's a tough line to make it up and through. Making it through that bonus gate, though, giving himself a -10 there, kind of canceling out that upright that he had to take for the initial run-up, but he's still at a -5. So not as good as it could have been. A couple of little mistakes there, but, you know, he's also doing great on time here, 4:30, coming through what I believe is going to be gate number 7 here in a moment. And so he's set himself up quite well. If I remember correctly, the rest of this course is relatively easy besides the last gate, but we'll see if my recollection is correct there. Coming out of that cauldron there. That upright there is not too bad. Running up on 5 minutes, and these are 6-minute courses, so he's definitely still cranking it. He's trying to make his time count here, but he's not having too much trouble getting through these last gates. And then number 10 here, I believe, oh, number 9, excuse me, and he makes that climb look like a piece of cake. And these two are very similar, though, this 9 and 10 gate. Both of these are some pretty nasty climbs. You can see Ryan coming in from the driver's side here, trying to really stay high on this wall, because it's just, the camera is one of those moments where the camera just doesn't do it justice. This is a very, very steep wall, and trying to get straight up it is going to be very tough. So he's using this incredible chassis to his advantage. He knows that he's got good side hilling capabilities here, and he's trying to make it up and over. Unfortunately, ending up on his lid. Now we're getting a little bit tight on time. We got 20 seconds left to make it through. He's going to try to take the straight approach this time, and you can see it's just tough to make your way through there. It's, you know, it doesn't really. Oh, and I need to capture that reverse right there, and we're at a -4 to finish it off. A fantastic job by Ryan on this course, really bringing it together at the very end there and making sure that he doesn't make it over time. DNFing is the last thing you want to do. All right, that is the end of that incredible run, coming in under time and with a negative score. Fantastic run there by Ryan. A couple little things, errors throughout the run, but overall, you know, especially for testing out these chassis, and he is constantly testing and trying new things with these chassis. So for being such a new concept that he's working with here and really trying to figure out the weighting of it, figuring out what works with the chassis in terms of, you know, all the different accoutrements, the axles, the wheels, that sort of stuff, what works best with it. I think this was an incredible run, and it was really cool to watch. I hope that you enjoyed watching it as well, and you've made it to the end of the video now. So if you did enjoy, go ahead and give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe as well if you want to see more content like this every other week. And then we've got our live streams on the off weeks as well, so don't forget to tune in next week on Sunday. We're going to be back to our normal schedule now that the Super Bowl is over, back to our normal schedule with Sons of Crawl on those live streams. So don't forget to check in with us for the high noon, at high noon, probably a little bit later. Of course, it's always posted on the Facebook, the Instagram, and I'm going to try to be better about posting those times on the YouTube posts as well, so you can see those beforehand. But just in general, make sure to check all of the other social media channels, especially that Instagram one. I'm very good about posting on Instagram, making sure that everyone knows that we've got those live streams coming up. But appreciate you joining me here today. I hope that you guys enjoy some RC crawling, maybe some FPV droning, whatever you enjoy in your off time until I see you next time. But until then, have a great one. We'll see y'all soon. Cheers.